Good evening. We're setting up. We'll get it set up first while we get everybody in here. Is that a good spot? Looks like it, looks like it. If I sit, can you see me? Yeah, like my pants. Yeah, like those kneecaps. Okay, we got her, we got her. Let's tag. Tag we go. Mm-hmm. Da, da, da. Okay, I promised. Hi, Kara, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Kara? Can you hear me? I know you can't get over the pants, but can you hear me? Can you hear me, Amy? Okay, we got to get over the pants. Can you hear me? Right? Oh, because I was too afraid to... Kara, come on. You know what would have happened if I had brought these pants out in class at Hilltop. You know exactly what would have happened when I brought these pants out. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, right? So, I'll put a picture up. So, Shannon, you know Tanya Hershey. I'll put a picture up of her and I. We both have these pants. So, yeah, shout out to Tanya. I'll be putting the picture up. You know, we have so much data on each other. Too bad for social media. So, you're seeing my muscle pants. We are here to talk about percussion. Percussion, not concussion, percussion. So you see that I have here on my table. People might think I'm spoiled in my gym, but I'm going to let you into a little insight of the building of my gym. You're sitting, oh, hold on, I'll get into the center. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm in the center. You're staring at my living room that I have gutted and transformed. We have black flooring mat from corner to corner, a little absorption so it doesn't ruin the floor. Then you're seeing squares put together, right? Cushy squares, that's all that is, gray. I also have white so I can take those out, so that's my floor design. That's what you're seeing. I'm on video. This table, everybody's like, oh, you got this incredible gym. Oh, cheap. You just got to do it, right? This is an Ironman massage table, and I looked for 4 months. And I used Marketplace, I used Craigslist, people that I knew going on during the pandemic. And I didn't panic and go, oh my gosh, I need that 10-pound dumbbell. I think I'll pay $50 for it. Who does that? That's an entitled buy, okay? So I didn't do that. These are super expensive, these tables. This is Ironman. What's so cool about this table is that it is long, because the people that I usually have on it are long. And it has height and height change, so it can go up and down. I can fold it, and it's portable. I also have on it, easy to move, the headrest. So, pushing it this way. So this is an Ironman massage table. Everyone needs one in their home. I'm telling you, everyone needs one in their home. This has become Dylan's bed. I swear this has become Dylan's bed. But I don't want it that way. I want it facing this way for you guys. Why? Because the guy is 6'4", and every time he sits, he's sitting with his knees above his hips, and it hurts him. This, I sit here and I'm like, Mom, I need a stool. Dylan sits here, and he's still sitting here with his legs down up like this. So I needed something super tall. Not only that, it's sturdy. It's adjustable here. I can get the hands under it. I know I'm selling you this. I didn't buy it. I didn't make it. I didn't do anything. Wait till I tell you how much I paid for this thing. You'll be stunned. Off with the Croc family. Right. In here, arms in here, arms down here. Full length. These things are worth a fortune. You know how much I paid? Who's guessing what I paid for this thing? It's brand new. $80. 80 bucks. That's what I paid for it. It's sturdier than my bed. Why do you need one? Many reasons. One, they're portable. You can get ones that are residential for like $50, $60. Look on Craigslist. Look on Marketplace. Look where you can get them cheap. People have them everywhere. People are like, oh, I should get a massage table. Yes, yes, you should all have a massage table in your home. When we have two people in this world. Two people in this world. We have the sitters. Put your hand up. I have an office job. I like TV, and I have less activity than 3 hours a week. You're sedentary, you sit, you gotta move. Two, the other people in the world are these ones. We stand. We might be standing all day, it might just be standing, but it might be low movement, or it might be standing going with heavy movement. So we have sitters and we have standards. That's the only two humans we have left on the planet. And technology is changing things. This brings in a huge advantage in your home. We don't know how long we're going to be in the pandemic. We don't know how easy it's going to be massages. I don't know how good the consumer confidence is in going to somebody and getting their hands all over them. So we have many reasons that right now and for a year, you might want to buy one of these lovely little tables. Look around. You need any help? Ask me. Go, Kim, what do you think of this one? And I'll go, oh, that one's a crappy one. Don't sit on it. I know them. What do we use? We use tools. I've been working with people, this is probably my 6th year I've been working with these tools. These are my electronic tools. Okay, there's many things. They've got shortcut names. None of the shortcut names are politically correct. I can tell you that right now. What does that look like to you? Don't do that to somebody. You're probably not going to go well on that. So these are what are known as percussion guns. I call them punch guns. This is a smaller model than this one. This is a pro model. So you'll find different models. You'll find different series of them as well. So you might have a single-use one compared to a commercial use one. So if you're working with people as a coach, you would want to go with the commercial one. If you're not and it's a single one, you might want, or by yourself, you could go with a lower version, not a pro level. But as well, when you go from a pro level to a smaller level, it's technically about the power of the engine. I should be, what are those girls called? Angels, Charlie's Angels. It's about the power of the engine. This engine is super strong. So this one has the ability to work hard on the muscles. It has different levels. Vibration. Gripping. I don't know about you, but those people that are in an office and get that tightness right here hurts like a mother. And that's just on level 1. Ah! Oh, but now later, oh, yeah, right. That's probably the most relaxed my hand's been all day long. Okay, these are called percussion guns. There's different brands of them. I can talk about brands later. I just want to do the whole, what are they used for? So there's different brands. This brand has 2 lines. It has a smaller, more personalized line that is easy to carry, and it would come with a bag and your charger, and you'd have a good carry around type product. Yep, it of course still has them because he takes the less expensive ones to the places where people take them and want to just take off with them, and they're easy to pack with him. Something happens, not so expensive, so you're going to get that. 2, okay, he's going to make me rethread that. Okay, that was his shoelace. Oh, I thought I did that wrong. So that's 1. Then once you start coming up to the models that are a stronger engine, hold on, a stronger motor, different attachments for this hill gun, different attachments. So we might have thicker heads, flatter. The spine and long muscles. Oh, right up that long muscle. I'm going to show you how that works. Medium, hard, oh, tons, right? So you have that, plus you have your charger. This one is a really cool one because it goes right up the calves and right up the spine. That little one's pretty cool. That little piece, yeah, it's like a shaver. No, that's not what it's for. Okay, so different models, different cases, different use for them, different brands going on. 2, those are like a punch gun. These are vibration tools. So this tool was the first one that came out. It was actually the original model. I'm going to flip my shoes off here. It was the original model that came out. It's actually probably about, okay, if I needed a bicep curl, that's probably like 4 pounds. I could use that. Long and short. Oh, 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 that's hard. Okay, that was the original model. They recharge. They come with a recharger. They have a, hold on while I get that. You'll see the light come on. 1, 2, see the blue? 3. Ah! That thing will go all by itself. That's how high the vibration is. I can barely hold that one. Okay, now I shut it off. Okay. Then we have the second generation, which is, we have these sizes, which are a black model. And then we have these minis. So you can see the different sizes in them. They came out with these minis. Hold on. Pew, pew. Right. There we go. Right, both 3s. Same process. One big, one small. These are vibrations. So you have to sort of understand the reason why coaches come in so handy with this stuff is, I even have coaches that come to me and they literally bring me their tools and they're like, okay, how much for you to do this for me, right? It's anatomy. It's also knowing our anatomy on this stuff. When we are sedentary, our muscles technically should slide. We are covered in a whole big onesie. I was going to put on my Green Man uniform, which I should have done, and then ripped it off, and then kept my little, that on, and that. Okay, so we have all of these bundles in our body, and these bundles are supposed to slide. We have 2 things in our muscles that come together and go apart, come together and go apart. It is that come together and go apart fashion that the muscles contract, go as short as they can, without losing my headphones, go as short as they can, come back to resting length, and then come out a little bit further and go as long as they can, and then come back to resting length. So that's what a muscle should go through. It should be at resting length. It should go in. It should come to resting length. It should come out, and it should go to resting length. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what muscles should do. So when you're doing this action, that's what's happening. They're sliding and sliding and sliding. So on this one, it's sliding, sliding, sliding. Okay, here's the problem. What happens when you sit all day? We have no slide. Not only that, but when we sit, we tend to sit where we are, like nobody sits like that. Oh, how are you? I'm posing for, right? That's how we sit. So we're all like this, and we're what called forward flexion position. Well, it takes a long time, and those that have been in a technology job or an office job, and you've been forward, 5 years, you're like da-da-da-da-da, all of a sudden, on the 6th year, you're sitting there, and you're going away, and then you're like, ow, my finger hurts. Or you're like, ow, my thumb. And finger, thumb. Well, those are nerves. That's something going on with your nerves. It's either coming from a carpal somewhere, if you ever thought of carpal tunnel syndrome, or it's coming from pinching here. 5 years. And all of a sudden you're like this. Now nothing's lined up. How do you get this that is locked in like this, and people say to you, stretch it. And you go, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 23 hours and 50 seconds. Okay, ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 24 hours, 59 minutes and 50 seconds. Do you get it? So We sit in our office jobs, we drive our cars, we sit in our chairs at home, we lie in our beds, in our lazy man chairs, and we do this. Do you see all this happening here? So now we're here. How do we get that out? It won't move, and everybody says stretch. That's a lie. I'm going to get, okay, all my colleagues are going to see this video and go, oh, why did she say that? We're going to call her out. Okay, muscles need to slide. This little guy right here, non-gender neutral. This item right here, call it what it is a motorized vibration tool. When put on a muscle, will do two things. It will send external electricity to the muscle, which two things make a muscle go: the muscle and the nervous system, so neuromuscular, nervous system to the muscle. The second thing it does is it's vibrating. So it is nervous system to the muscle and it's vibrating. So now it is sliding the muscles for you. Now all of a sudden you're like, oh, how come I can do that? Because it is literally sliding the muscles for you. If you've ever been so tight from sitting and you're like, oh, my hips are sore, I can't, right there, it lets it go immediately within 8 seconds. And all of a sudden you're like, how come I can stand up and I feel no pain in my back? Because it's taking control of your nervous system. As soon as I let it go, the nervous system goes back and goes, okay, that's where I want it to be. So this allows us to activate the muscles and then open the muscles. Say I have a rotator cuff issue. A very common one is this one right here in the arm. We call it the teres minor going on. And I can probably show you because my other arm is broken. Well, was broken. Oh yeah, you can see that one. So that one is super tight. You can see it. This one doesn't have that. It's not tight there. Oh, Shannon, yours is in the mail, right? The mini. I cannot get this arm in the air. So you can see where my back holds there because it pushes my lower back. Whereas on this one, the arm goes back and my lower back doesn't go. This one, I can't get it. My lower back has to go in order to get my arm back because it's stuck right there. Watch. I know I'm looking like a bodybuilder. No, I'm trying to get the muscle in the right spot around the ball. Okay, there it is. There it goes. There it is. It just shut it right off. I can go way behind. It shut it right off, let my teres minor. But if I do take the ball off of there, it's going to snap back. But now, I got about another inch out of it before my back went. I got another inch out of it. So it let my muscle slide. It kept it so busy, the nervous system. The nervous system couldn't jump in and go, grab that, because every time it tried to jump in, the ball went, relax, and it shut off the control of the nervous system from my body. This is a vibration, so we have tight muscles. It helps these muscles to slide. A really big challenge for people is squatting. I'm using my pants to show you the squat. You can see that this muscle right here, I have to get my pants right. I have to fix my pants. Pew, whoop, whoop, up the hip, because that should sit right at the horn. Okay. This is the biggest quad you own. And what happens, it has this huge sheath, and it comes and it holds the bone that is not attached to your body. Digest that. The patella bone, the worst bridge in BC, the patella bridge, is not attached to your body. So what attaches it to your body? The femur muscle tendon goes over top and attaches right down here. So this muscle is actually going across your kneecap. So every time you squat, and you do this, there's that move. There's what your muscles are doing. Whereas they should be straight up, straight down, not in, and you can see that drive, you can see the knee collapse, you can see where that pressure comes from, and then this pulls. And now every time you move your knee, it's pulling to the inside. There you go. You end up like that. And what's happening here, this. We need to be here. We're here. We need to be here. How many of you feel like that there, right? Pull that back. Oh, that hurts my back. Oh, I'm going to shut my back off. Hold on, my back's a little tight. Oh yeah, there, oh yes. Woo. Give it up to Dr. Ho. No, right? Guy's super smart. Oh, that feels so good around my sitting muscle. Okay. This on here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can squat and feel zero pain. I feel so much tension in this leg and nothing in that leg. Nothing. Shut it off. That one's a little tense though. Y'all got tight calves? This little mini is good for these areas that are super tight. Are you ready? Armpits. Right? Cups right in there. Gets that whole rotator cuff. You guys, then you can bring that arm all the way back. Yeah. It's good for elbows. Right here, grippies, super sore. Oh yeah. And 3 levels of it. It's so good for hamstrings and calves. Right there. Whoop. And right there. Little mini. Once I do that, and I'm on a massage table, which is letting my feet dangle, my quads are stretching, but it's stretching over here, so it might be a little tight. If I put the ball on top of there, that knee will just it'll just relax all the way down. I'm going to actually show you that. I'm going to move my table down so you can see the end. Okay. It's another really good thing you can do off of your table that you're going to go buy off a marketplace, you guys. Right? What is a whole bunch of living room furniture when there's only a couple people and it's empty 90% of the time? Tell me that. Okay. So here, have you ever sat here or you ever lied down and have your legs go, oh, my legs are tight, they just won't go down? When you lie like this, you should be able to have your knees at the end of that table. You should be able to lie yourself down and you should be able to tuck your feet like that. I'm telling you, most people cannot do that. Even Dylan is like, why do you do that? His legs are way out here, right? And he's up here like this sometimes. And what do I got to do? I got to let it all go. Let it all go. So this in here as well, with the high table, becomes a twofold. The ball helps to release it, but now gravity is just naturally pulling your feet down, which is stretching this naturally across your knee. And then if you open up at the hip and lie down, it will stretch at the thigh. And then you'll say, but Kim, it hurts my lower back. One, I'd say, stop whining. Let me help first. Put a towel under your back. Take your belly button. So put a towel right in here. I'll show you. I don't know why I say things and not show it. I'm a teacher and I know better. So here, I would take this towel. This thing is so sturdy, I could do jumping jacks off of it. And I'm taking that and I'm putting that under my back in my arch because that's what's sore when my legs are hanging over. That's where I feel it, is in my back. So here, and then if I still feel it in my back, I would just put my ball right, stopped it right there. What's happening is this ball is now taking all of these flexion muscles and go, let it go. And now my back can release. If I take this off and these muscles all go tight, it tightens my pelvis. If I can let that go, then I can relax right here and open up. Tables, percussion, vibration tools. I'm going to do a session. We'll do a couple sessions live. I'll post them up there. For tools that you might have because those that don't have the vibration tools are waiting for them. We do have to get something that's going to release some part of our body going on. So before we had all of these motorized tools, and we used all of those, we still have them, and they're out there, and they tend to be semi-popular. You can see I have tons of them, so I pretty much have tried everything in the industry in this world. I swear, everything. So you will see from here, you might have seen these sticks. Quads. Really good right there. Really good around that horn. Super good around that horn. And nice around those calves. Beauty right in here around the calves. And because they've got different spots on them, different shapes, they hit the muscles a little bit differently. So that's a stick. That's one tool you have. Then we have these. This one is a trigger point. Trigger point just means brand. These are self-myofascia release tools. SMR, self-myofascia release tools, SMR tools. You can buy them short, you can buy them long. We have another pink one around here somewhere. Dylan's got that one, I think, upstairs. So we have short ones and we have long ones. But these ones have that in them. And then cushy. And they still have all the different. So this is going to be easier on the body. This is going to be a little bit harder on the body. I call that the meat grinder. And good gosh, that is going to hurt on the body. But then we've got this, and this is good old styrofoam, and people don't give it up enough to this. This is full hardcore. When you hit that, it's like hitting a rock. So when I'm massaging something, this is like hitting a rock. So we have foam rollers that we have used for years. We've been using tennis balls. You hear people go, get to the tennis ball, rub the quad out, right? Get the glute out, get the hamstring out. You've heard this with these balls, so that's just taking any normal ball and crushing that out. We have weird tools. These ones are for feet. They're to open up the bottom of the feet. This allows what we call proprioception, which is to wake up the body at the bottom of the foot. So that's a really good one. I also use that one for the arm right in there, on the muscle there. And then my home creation. I showed this last time. Y'all got a sock? Do you notice every sock I have is KD? He passes them all down to me. Dylan passes every sock down. KD. But I don't have any Brooklyn Nets one. Oh, we just got Harden. I'm putting my money, man. We're taking out AD and LeBron. Just saying. We're going for the West. Oh, I am West. True Northwest. East to West. Put 6 of them in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put 8 of them in here. It doesn't matter. People are like, well, what are those? I'm like, whatever you want. If you put lacrosse balls in here, it's super painful and it becomes super hard, but you can put these ones in here. And again, oh yeah. You want those hammies and those glutes done? Yep, sit on that thing all the way and roll down that whole thing. Why? Because it's got the whole entire thing up my glute area. So we have used pressure and pressure points to roll out what you guys have heard as knots in our fascia, in our onesie going on. This was the original concept of where we were releasing muscle and talking about recovery. But we've changed a bit. We realize the power of each one of the tools, and science changes every day. What I teach you today is wrong tomorrow. So science changes every day. Some tools will work for some things and some will work for others. So I'm moving this out. I'm going to show you a cool trick with 3 of my tools. I need this step because it's too big. I'm using 3 tools. I'm using my Ironman table, which you guys have a bed. A tree, a log, you need a round thing like this that is cylinder. You could put 6 towels and roll them tight and tape them suckers up. I've done that. I've taped up towels together and used that. That's an option. Take 5 towels, roll them up, take 1 on the outside and use that. That's an option. This, you'll have to find somewhere. Yes, I can post up places to get these things. It's hard to get them. Everybody's like, discount code. I'm like, discount code? You're lucky if they're in stock with COVID going on. Here's my trick. You ready? You ready? I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this under my hips. So when we're here, we ask you, some coaches do ask you to slide that foot out, usually on the ground. I don't do it on the ground because I need big range of motion, and let that open. Now what's happening is this is controlling the hip so the back can't hurt, and then all the movement's coming to the front. What happens is most people are super tight, so they end up looking like this off the roller. And I'm like, okay, you got to lengthen the leg out. They're like, I am. I'm like, no, you're not. It's floating there. It's got to go. You're a floater? Oh, come on, baby. Please don't die me yet. Oh, there we are. There we are. Now, super tight here. Oh, instantly. Instantly. Oh yeah, there it goes. As soon as I let go of this quad, this horn, where all this massive set of muscles are, as soon as I let that go, so I've got my hip pushed up, that's opening up my hip. I've got my foot over the table, which is opening up my knee. So now this muscle that is coming across here and going across the knee, which is causing me problems in my squat, is now stretching perfectly aligned. If you cannot do all of this, 1, 2, 3, here we go, here we go. This is not your tool because you may not have one of those. Don't roll to the ground. You might not have one of these. Here's what you do. You take towels under your back or not at all. You sit on the edge of your bed and you do this. You slide that foot out, you let it drop over the edge of the bed and you push through the heel and you pull the belly button in. And then you slide that leg. As there's less tension on the back when you do this, you move closer to the edge of your bed. Super easy process, super easy. Core tight, start to drop it over, control it from there. It's dropping over the edge of the bed. It's dropping over the edge of the bed. Make sure that doesn't go. The more your legs controlled, the easier this becomes too. I'm good, I'm flexible, I'm gonna hang over my bed, I'm gonna hold my belly button in to protect my back, and I'm gonna stretch my quads in the very top of my legs. And if I can tuck them under, I'll get that stretch as well. That is a full quad stretch. So in the process of what I do, it takes me an hour sometimes to release somebody through this whole process. This is my recovery process. So when I say I'm a small muscle builder and pain-free movement, I got to get you to pain-free movement. When you have rotator cuff issues and shoulder issues, I've got to be able to move that tissue without cranking on your joints, because your joints aren't working, and slowly let you move the tissue and to let it come back into normal movement. And this is part of my process. Some of your at-home process for recovery should be this as well. We should all be including in our wellness the shut off. We're not talking about doing that shut off. This is a way we learn to shut off. You breathe through your movements, you add those moving stretches, you start to vibrate the muscles out, but we need to focus on a full delivery of recovery. Another thing you can add to your recovery, we need to make our bathrooms our spas. I don't care if you want to call it what cave you want to call it, what woman spa you want to call it. I don't care what you want to call it. We need to make our bathrooms our places where we spend our time breathing good lavender. Maybe having a bath in Epsom salts, because salt permeates through the skin, does a whole bunch of wonderful things for you, gets you a chance to relax in there. Just so you know, you can also become a gymnast in your tub, because that's where we teach people to hold that whole leg straight and lift your body up is in the tub. You can get a great core workout in there. We need to think of our bathrooms as recovery. I know that seems strange. Make your bathroom your recovery. Get a pillow for your head. Get this. Make a sock. Get in your tub. While you're in your tub there, do the occipital. Right? In your tub, you're sitting back, chin is up, you're giving yourself an occipital rub there, stretching it out, opening up that chest, going for that lavender smell. Bathrooms, and tables. We need to look at that recovery. So I hope I've given you a little bit of information. I'll leave this video up. Vibration, percussion guns, rolling out equipment, these tables, where to find them, and again, they can pack up. They're really easy to pack up. They are a good process to have. So hopefully you've enjoyed my little rest and recovery on the percussion and the vibration. And just because you can't go anywhere, because I promised you, and I just forgot to bring it out to my kitchen, I took a picture of a cheesecake, and I had my cheesecake, but I was already eating it before okay, I'll be honest, I was already eating a cheesecake. So we made the cheesecake. It turned out really good. It's the one thing I have to say for it, it's not as sugary, which it shouldn't have been in the first place. And I actually like that, because some cheesecakes, when I eat it, it's like, right? This one's not like that. So I made that little blueberry just with cornstarch, and it made a good little sauce. So there's my cheesecake. There's my recovery. I'm going to have my cheesecake at my recovery table. I'm watching a little bit of basketball that I have filmed for tonight. So recorded. Have a great evening. We will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be there a line in the morning. I got Wellness Wednesday coming up. We got some stuff coming up with Kara and Jacob as well. So keep watching on that. We'll add those events in. If you want to see a couple of these, or you want me to walk through a couple of these sessions with you, we can all grab towels and foam rollers, and we can do that. Let me know. And have a good night. We'll see you guys in the bubble tomorrow.